Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to my top 10 new to me games that I played in 2024. Now, if you guys are new, hi, welcome. My name is Stephanie. I mainly do movie related content. My last video, if you missed it, I did talk about my top 10 favorite movies of 2024, so you can check that out. I'll link that here down below. Now, because I do mainly do movie related content, when I do any kind of board game video, well, not always, but I try to. I always try to pair a game with the movie as best as I can. I may be reaching a little bit with some of them. And there's one that I don't really have a movie. Like, oh, I do, but I personally haven't watched it, but I've heard good things about it. I'm gonna go ahead and get on with this list. So coming in number 10, we have a small little wallet-sized game called Revolvernir War. It is a 2-player only hidden movement game. So basically you are holding up these little cards. You're going through a mansion. Guess what? You're not the only one that's trying to sneak around this little mansion. Somebody else came in there as well. So now you are trying to get through the little mansion, going room to room, taking shots, setting traps, maneuvering, and you're trying to hit the other person twice. So whoever gets to kill the person, you're the winner. Each room lets you know what you see, where you're able to move to, or a special kind of, oh, that one doesn't have it. A special kind of effect that the room may have. You're not holding the deck of cards like this. No, you are holding the deck of cards like so, because that is the room that you're in. So the movie that came to mind right away for this one was, let me move over so I can put the poster right here, is Sin City, because of the whole noir kind of situation. So, I mean, that might be the only thing that goes with it. Again, we just kind of reach sometimes. So coming in 9th place, we have Red Rising. I've heard so many great things about this one. It is based off of a book series, and I've read the first book. I don't know why I haven't read the rest of the series, because the first book was amazing. Like, if you haven't read the series, definitely recommend it. You don't need to read the book to play the game. It's just that you'll just know who the characters are. So here you're trying to basically get hit. What are we trying to do? I forgot what we're trying to do. You're basically playing like different kind of factions, and you're trying to raise to power, and you're playing cards. But it's kind of interesting the way that you're playing cards, because it's like playing cards to the board, but you're also trying to get cards to your hand. So you are trying to be like the first to get 7, I believe it is, 7 helium, or 7 on your fleet track, or 7 influence. So it is a dystopian world. And first off, I will say, read the books. Because again, great, even though I've only read the first one, but I've heard the whole series is great. So it's sci-fi, okay, dystopian world. Now, normally for something like this, I always pick Hunger Games, but I was like, you know what? Let's try to get away from the Hunger Games, and we're gonna do something else. We're gonna go to a different dystopian world that also has factions, and that's going to be Divergent. Just the whole ding dong series, y'all. Coming in 8th place, we have yet another Stonemaier game. I really do love Stonemaier games. I don't know, I don't do it on purpose, but I just love their packaging. It's gonna be apiary. Okay, we are now some futuristic bees, worker bees. We're living in space. Humankind gone. Bees have risen to its power and is now trying to do civilization. So we're just trying to like build off different things. I am like the worst at explaining things. It is a worker placement, and you're basically trying to like explore different planets. You're trying to gather resource, develop technology. Of course, bees have a short lifespan, so as you're kind of going around, you're able to upgrade your bee. You start off at 1 and it goes all the way up to 4, and once it kind of gets to the 4th place, you know, it's kind of when they die off. Of course, you know, the higher the bee is, the more powerful the bee's power is, that you're able to do certain things. Now this one, the movie that I'm going to be pairing it with, well, you know, there's really not bee movies that are in space, so I'm going to go more towards the space theme with the movie that I personally don't love. I've seen it twice. The second time I was just like, it was just to confirm that it wasn't a movie for me. But just know that this movie is absolutely adored, and that's going to be one little movie called Interstellar. Yes, I know I don't love it. I know. It's okay, but you can love it for me. But I just, space. Moving on to number 7, we're going to a little bit more darker tones. We're going a little bit more supernatural. We're going to be going to Witchcraft. This is a solo only game. I've only played this version of it because there is another one called Resist, and that one is like World War II, World War One. I don't know. It's like a war type game. I've heard that they're pretty similar for the most part. I think I've heard that this one is maybe a little bit more challenging. I personally would not get Resist because I'm not like a history person. I don't really care about the war. Now witches, on the other hand, that interests me more. So that's why I have this one. But if you personally are like, no, I don't want witches, I want war, then maybe try Resist. But again, it is a solo only game. You're playing as a coven of witches and you're trying to play cards. You're trying to play your witch cards, your coven, as either hidden or as revealed. It's a card that has like two sides on it. If you play it as revealed, it is a more powerful card, but because you're basically sacrificing yourself to try to prove your worth or prove that, you know, you're not as evil to the simple-minded town folks of this time period, you do end up going to jail. So unfortunately that card is kind of gone. Well, not like gone because there are cards that can help you get the people out of jail, the witches out of jail, back into your hand. There are also curse cards in your hand, in your deck, that you can get, and it's just like those cards that just take up space in your hand, that you're just like, I just want you gone, because at the end of the day, they're just, you can't do shit with them. They're just curses. But basically the goal of the game is you're trying to persuade 3 jurors that, hey, guess what? Witches, we're not all bad. We can do good for the community. Please do not burn us into the stake. It's very hard. I have not won this game. The movie that I will be pairing the Witchcraft with, I kind of thought about it. I was like, okay, we got to go to the trials. I think that's a good one. And I'm going to do The Crucible with Winona Ryder. I really dig this movie, you know, witch. We're going to move on to Let's Go to Japan. This game, I've only played it solo physically, but I've been playing it a lot on BGA. I'm not going to lie. If it was just physically played, probably wouldn't have been on this list. I kind of had other games on here, and then I was like, hold up. I have Let's Go to Japan. Look how pretty the box is. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones. I love all the components and everything as well. This is a game though that I personally kind of prefer to play on BGA. Oh, this is my BGA handle if you want to like hit me up for a game of Let's Go to Japan. I don't like these type of games that you don't really have interaction with other players. Like, I do like them, but like I don't like I like them to play solo, because I like to interact with the people that are around me. I don't want to be doing kind of my own thing. I am the itinerary agenda person here in the family, so this is the perfect game for me. Absolutely adored it. You're just trying to, again, be the better planner kind of situation each day, and you kind of have to work your cards a certain way and make sure that you have the trains to get to and from Kyoto, and where are we going? Japan, Tokyo? Is that where we're at? I don't even know. A little puzzle to it that the way that you are planning helps out throughout your days, obviously. So you make sure that you get the most optimum point. Kind of have to balance off the tiredness, the spending of the money with things that are making you happy, and the food or whatever, the energy that you're needing, to make sure you don't get those negative points to it. The movie that I'm pairing it with, we have come to the game that I don't have a movie for, because I was just like, I don't know. It is an anime movie that I've heard so many great things about, and I just can't believe I still haven't watched it, because it's been on my like to watch list forever. But that's The Boy and the Heron. I've heard amazing things for it. I think it was also nominated for an Oscar, maybe, I think so, but I've heard great things about it. So maybe check this one out with Let's Go to Japan. Hey, it's editing more disheveled looking me, either who. I cannot believe I forgot about this series. From time to time, if it fits, I would recommend a series, and the time is now, because I haven't watched any movies that I could fully recommend that would kind of fall within these categories. I don't know. The Wedding Planner. That's about planning. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was focusing more on being in Japan. Anywho, here goes another. I have so many recommendations for let's go to Japan. Because literally right now, I just thought about the wedding planner. Okay, so we have that one if you want to focus on the planning of situations. Okay, but if you want stuff about like Japan, then consider Shogun. It's a series that's currently on Hulu. It is a great series. So we are halfway through this list. If you haven't already, please don't forget to give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what your top 10 new to you games were of 2024, or if you just played new games, let me know what those were down below. Of course, there is no right or wrong answer because we all play different things, y'all. Y'all probably played these games when they came out. I think Let's Go to Japan did come out in 2024, in April as well. I think so. Maybe. This is one of 2 games that I'm probably cheating on. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I could lie, but I shan't. I technically played Wonderlands War at BGG last year, I think it was, or the year before last. But hear me out. Hear me out. Listen, don't judge me. I did not own this game. Okay, I played it at the con. So for me personally, this is how I'm doing it. I must own the game for it to be on my list. If I don't own it, it doesn't count. Okay, even though I did play it. But also, it's like the first time play, does that ever really count? Because it's like you're just learning it, right? There's 2 parts to it. The first one is you're going around the tea party and you're picking up cards and you're placing your little meeples, your people that are helping you to the locations that you're going to be fighting for. Because guess what? The second part, you're fighting to take part of this certain land so you can put your little castle. Move out my way. Sometimes it gets to a lot of people in there and you're like, what's happening? Oh my goodness, guys, I need to buy some new batteries because my backup battery ran out and this battery is not fully charged. So we're gonna have to speed through this. The movie, it's gonna be pretty obvious. It is an Alice in Wonderland theme. So we're gonna do Alice in Wonderland. The one with my husband Johnny Depp, because yeah, no, I just love him so much. But yeah, if that's not your flow, then maybe just the animated one. That still works. Move on to Clank Catacombs. I love Clank. That's one of my favorite all-time games, but now that I have this one, this is now my favorite. I have only played this game solo, but it is a dungeon crawler. You do need an app and you're building out your dungeon. You're going in and navigating through the catacombs, and it is just a lot of fun. It is a deck building game as well. Now, the movie that I'm going to be doing this with is going to be one, Journey to the Center of the Earth, because as they're going and navigating through this volcanic catacomb, not a catacomb, but you know, as they're going through this magical world, whatever, they don't know what they're going to be encountering. They don't know what the next step is, what kind of hole or trap they're going through, which is kind of, you know, I think I did good with that pairing, right? It's a small little Italian game called A Gentle Rain. So 1 player only. You are just kind of chilling. You're literally just trying to puzzle up your little flowers and kind of enclose a little section to put the little flowers in there that has now bloomed in that little section. For the movie, this was kind of interesting. I was going more for the vibe of how chill it is. And there's this one little movie that really surprised me, and it's going to be Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. It is such a cute little like documentary type movie about Marcel the Shell. It is so cute. It's a little bit heartwarming. Final 2. And in second place, we have Bark Avenue. This is the second game that I'm kind of cheating on as well. Actually, maybe the third game. It's my list, y'all. Don't judge me. You let me put on what I want on my list, okay? So technically speaking, I did back this on Kickstarter, and I got it last year. I think it was like December. If it wasn't December, then I played it one time in December, okay? And again, it's that learning game, right? That sometimes doesn't officially count. One of my biggest regrets is not paying to get my Cocolina in this game, because you had the opportunity to pay to get your dog as part of, you know, to be one of the dogs that are in this game. And I really, really wish, because she would have been such an easy little walk around. She would have moved like 3, because she don't fucking move. She would have gone and drink some water, because she loves drinking water. And then you could bring her back home. You move her 3 times, and then she would come back home, because she ain't about that life. She ain't about that life. But this one, you are playing dog walkers in Manhattan. You're picking dogs up, You're dropping them off. They're doing their activities. You are trying to get them to toot. You're trying to get them, taking a picture of them. You're trying to get them to get a little activity so you can get some tips. When I tell y'all, every single thing in this game just makes sense. And it makes the gameplay so much easier. I kind of went between two different movies. First one that kind of came to my mind right away was Hotel for Dogs, because I think, you know, it's just mainly just dogs in that movie. But the one that I'm officially doing, because I just love that movie just way more, is going to be The Secret Life of Pets. Now I know that one just has more pets. There's more than just dogs, but the main ones are dogs. But I guess Hotel for Dogs just kind of makes more sense. And they're both in New York as well. I think, is Hotel for Dogs in New York? I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time. But like in my head, it's giving me New York. I don't know, maybe Chicago. Now we have come to the end, to the conclusion. What is my favorite new to me game that I played in 2024? Once again, I'm cheating just a little bit. Just a tiny bit, because technically I did play Sagani in 2023, but only on BGA. I had only ever played this game on BGA. Absolutely fell in love with it. What prompted me to buy this game in 2024 was when I found out there was a solo mode. I said, solo? Ah! When I tell y'all, I immediately went to Game Nerds and I was like, let me go buy it. And I said, let me go pick it up, because Game Nerds is pretty local, so I was like, I must. So honestly, went to pick it up, came home, and then just immediately started playing with it. And it's like a very chill, relaxing. I think they're like spirits or something that you're trying to do, and your each little tile has like a little number, and it has like different colors. Again, very puzzly, that you have to kind of maneuver your tiles. Like obviously you can flip them however you want, and you're just kind of trying to like match the color to the tile without getting negative points. It is one of my comfort nighttime games that I like playing. Now when it comes to the movie, I really kind of stretch with this one. Okay, I feel like it's a very underrated movie, but I used to adore it. I still have the VHS somewhere over there. Let's see if you can guess. You guessed Angels in the Outfield. You were correct. I love that movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Probably hasn't aged well. It's okay. It's all right. So these are my favorite new to me games that I played in 2024. Ooh, neck power. Where's my chair at? Okay. So for safety precautions, they keep trying to fall. So these are the top 10 favorite new to me games that I played in 2024. Let me know how your list is looking down below. Did we happen to have any of the same ones? If not, that's totally fine, because again, we all play different things. I recall, maybe not, if you're new, I fractured my wrist back in May, and it's not my strong hand anymore. It's been kind of chilly, so it kind of hurts. I don't know. I think it hasn't. Look at that bone. My ADD just get good. Hey guys, editing me here again. I got tired yesterday, so we are another day here, still looking disheveled. I totally forgot to do an outro. So I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. I hope 2025 brings you so much joy, happiness, peace, all the good stuff. In the words of Walter Mercado, mucho amor. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And until next time, I'll see you guys at concessions. Bye.